What's happening, fandoms?
Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here,
We react to music videos and shows.
today we're going back for some more Damiano David, but this time we're checking out an interview he
Yes.
apparently did with Z100 in New York.
And he's trying to promote his new music.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We got this through a Buy Me a Coffee request from Celine.
Thank you
you so
so
much.
much.
We wouldn't have known that this had happened if you hadn't shown it to us. So
Yeah, here we go.
We are now accepting priority music requests through our Buy Me a Coffee program. You can find the link in the description below.
Send us a music prompt and we will get to it right away.
From the top of the Empire State Building.
What's up inside of our Z100 Artist Interview Lounge? I'm Crystal Rosas. You know him as the lead singer of MONESKIN,
Yes.
a group that redefined modern rock and conquered the music world, winning
Yeah.
Vision 2021. Their talent earned them many nominations and awards like iHeartRadio Music Awards, MTV European Music Awards, Best Rock, and more. Sharing his journey
Awesome.
on starting his new solo career,
Yay!
behind the scenes of his first debut songs, and everything in between. Please welcome the man that makes mustaches look sexy, Rome's heartthrob, Damiano David.
Hello, everybody.
Maybe I'm saying it
How
wrong.
are you doing?
I'm good. I'm very good. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you've had a crazy week.
Yeah.
You've had a crazy few weeks.
Yeah,
Everyone
intense.
has just been
We're all
so
excited.
when you
There you
started
go.
your debut career. How does that sound?
It's. I mean, I'm not. Of course, it's a debut for me, so some things are new. But I'm glad that I have much experience on my bag already, because
Yeah.
I already have all like the weird pressure stuff already figured.
That
So
is
it's-
true. Did you think it was a good thing that you started in a group because you got to
Yeah.
see how people react to you, how fame is, how the
Yes.
music industry is?
Definitely. Like now, it's like I know how I want to do it and how I want to manage it. So it's being a little easier. Of course, it's never easy, but it's like I know more. So
Yeah, I feel like your song Silver Lining kind of even talked a little bit about that. Silver Lines, your debut single produced by Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Silver
Wow.
Lines. Wait, how did that link happen with Labyrinth?
it happened because of Sarah Hudson. She's a songwriter. I wrote a big part of the album with her, and when I did my very first session of the whole project, after the first session, she told me that she works with Lab, and she was like,
Lab, y'all, Lab agent.
and she was like,
That's
"We're
so
working on
cool.
this thing, and you would be perfect, and I want you in. You're amazing, and all this." And I was like, "Wow, thank you." And going back to like when I was 19, I was in London, and I went to see the album release of Labyrinth, the earliest one, Imagination. So I've always been a huge fan, and for me it was like, wow, if this thing is happening on the first day of this project, it's like God or someone higher is telling me that I'm doing the right thing. And so
Wow.
after
That's
that,
pretty
everything
cool.
came pretty organically. Like we worked on the song, and everything was very like egoless. Everyone was doing his thing, and I was completely free of really giving my interpretation to everything. It was a very beautiful teamwork.
I want to go back. You said you
Cool.
were 19 in London. I know that you're from Rome, right?
Yeah.
And so, because here in the U.S., like we usually start from little cities and bounce around, but how does it work when you're from a huge city like Rome? Where did you go when you were studying and all those things?
It's not ideal to start from Rome. It's a beautiful city, wonderful, full of inspiration, but it also in Italy, it's like the movie city. It's not the music city, so there's
That's
not
true.
many places to play and to kind of
Hmm.
kickstart a career. We were playing on the streets. Actually, we were basking for a long time, and that's what gave us the first visibility. But like what changed the game for us was
Wow.
the participating to X Factor, because it's pretty hard to start a career without like any other I don't know, kind of
Connection.
yeah, because it's not, we don't have cities like, I don't know, Nashville or New York itself, we don't have like many places where you regularly play gigs and you build a fan base. It's more like social medias and TV.
Wow.
What does
That's
busking do?
interesting.
Do you actually make money from it? Are
Yeah,
you meeting
yeah,
people?
yeah,
So
yeah.
how much would you even make busking like that?
No, it was more a money thing actually that then
Wow.
gave us the chance then to like record songs and shoot music videos. Of course, very like homemade and stuff, but I was the oldest one and I was 15, so we didn't have any salary. And
They were
our parents
kids.
were
Yeah.
getting sick of paying for us. So
Still, sorry, mom.
so yeah, so we had to figure out a way to get some money, and that was a pretty fair way.
So you would go to school, and then after school, you guys would busk together.
Yeah, sometimes without going to school.
You
Oh,
just-
wow.
Most
And
of the
did you
time.
have most of the time you just wouldn't go to school? So your parents were super triggered all the time. They're
Yeah,
like
but
getting calls.
I am going to work. Well, like
Wow. Did you have other jobs, or was it always
Mm,
music?
I did a terrible job one year. I was a door-to-door salesman.
Mm.
Selling like skincare products, pillows, water filters, coffee machines.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you were really fearless after that, because that's a hard job, getting rejected
The-
over and
yeah,
over
that
again.
was at the same time. Like the one of the years was one of the same summers, completely like illegal, terrible. But
Do any stories from those times stand out to you? Any person or?
Huh.
yes, but I don't know. Like I was working with like weird people.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I was 16, so I shouldn't have been allowed to work. So that's not very recommendable, people.
You were a young kid. You're like, hello, I'm like going to strangers' houses.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
dangerous.
yeah. But I paid for my own vacation, so it's something.
Oh, that's
I'm a
even
little
better.
proud, Yeah.
Okay, and
He's
you've been hustling ever
entrepreneur.
since.
Yeah.
And then you guys just kept going up and up. And then you said at 19, how'd you end up going to that album party, album release?
We were in London.
Did you travel a lot?
Yes, but at the time that was because there was like a thing that was supposed to happen that then it didn't happen. So we had to be in London, and we had like the house rented for 3 months and everything, and then this thing that was supposed to happen got canceled. But
Oh,
we
wow.
already like paid for everything, so we was like, okay, let's just stay in London and
Hmm.
have fun here. We have 3
Interesting.
months paid, you know.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's
wow.
like, let's just stay here, and we lived together for a couple of months there in London, and we met. Of course, we met people. We went to like events and stuff, and we learned English. That was a pretty good thing. Yeah,
Okay.
that was the first time we made a huge step with like the English speaking, and
And
so
connections. And you
yeah.
realized, that's really where I have to kind of lean more into.
yeah, but that's also like just hanging with native people and being forced to speak English, and
That's
and
pretty cool.
Mm.
you just get used to it, and you get used to like not just, I don't know, surviving in another language.
They
but, like,
gotta merge.
expressing thoughts, and
Mhm.
that's a completely different thing. And I think
Yeah.
it was a big game changer for us in our career, being able to communicate.
I think people take that for
Interesting.
granted.
That's
being able
true.
to speak English. I grew up
Yeah.
speaking Spanish and then started speaking English in school, and it's a weird mind battle with that, because it's like you're so proud of your native
Yeah.
language and where you're from, but
Mhm.
also you kind of get a little shamed if you don't say things the right way in either language in some places, right?
That's true.
Yeah, thank God I have Italian figured, so I can focus on it.
Yeah, you haven't figured out, right?
Yeah.
So then, when you're working with Labyrinth on Silver Lines, did you tell him about when you went to his?
No.
You didn't
no,
tell
no,
him?
No. This is I'm shy.
Oh.
But what did you learn from him?
It's hard to learn from him because he's such on a high level of like genius person that it's even hard to keep up with with his brain. But
Oh, you're a genius
I
too.
mean, every time I have the chance to even
He's
just
very
hang
humble
with these
otherwise.
huge people, what I always learn, what they all have in common, is that if you're happy of your craft and you believe your talent, you don't feel the need to talk about it all the time and to make other people feel your greatness.
That's true.
But it's easy for you to like step back and put everybody on the same level. And of course he has years and years of experience. He's worldwide recognized as one of the best producers. I'm 25 years old and I'm starting my new solo career, so of course on a like on paper we're not on the same level, but being this genius, he doesn't feel the need to let you know that he knows more than you.
Humble.
And so
Yeah.
it creates this environment where everybody is like
The
feels
same
free
level.
to express their ideas and feels even and as pairs in the room. And I think I always saw music as a team work. So I think it's the best environment possible to create, to write music.
Yeah, you learned about his
Sweet.
humility and
Yeah.
how that just radiated in the room and how you should be working with people. Even at his level, you're like, I feel free to just say, I kind of like this better or that better. And he's
Yeah.
like, you know what, let's work off that.
Yeah, streetly after I worked with another very, very big producer, but not the same vibe, you know?
Yeah.
That's
And
true.
that's why that's not on the record.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah,
You
we
know?
all have environments where we're working with people and
I wanna have fun. Like,
Have fun. Yeah.
the best part of this job is that you can make it incredibly fun. So if
Exactly.
you take that away from me, I don't care if you're, I don't know, a demigod. I don't want to work with you.
It's
Really,
right though.
What
It's a
makes
right.
this job?
It's
not
working with
this
the right
job?
people.
hmm yeah, wow. So when we're hearing and watching what you did with Silver Lines, it's super theatrical.
Yeah.
Which
Yes.
is,
Very,
it looks
very.
like it, or it sounds like it should be in a movie or
Right.
something
That's what
like
we
that.
said.
That's what I got when I was watching even the music video. And the theme too, the theme about keeping your peace during rough times. What brought you to making that as your like debut single theme and what you were
Great
writing about
question.
and-
It was basically this song in a funny way kind of sums up the whole mental process behind the project
Okay.
and everything I went
wow.
through. And I started writing this record to show a different part of me that I was keeping hidden. And after a long time doing that, I was kind of getting scared that I might lose it, and so I had to really stop the world around me and really focus on that. And this song has been kind of the best possible storytelling for the audience, but also for myself, of what I was actually doing. And it was the second song we wrote for the record. And when I finished writing the album, I was like, oh my god, it's like I knew straight away what I was doing, and it was just coming out from my brain. And now that I'm aware of what I did and all the songs I've written, this song is literally calling to be the first one, because it's telling everybody what's happening, myself
wow.
included.
Wow.
We see that, and the music video too. It's just so different. I mean, just the song itself, it takes you on this journey, and then the video is so different too. You're dancing, you're in different environments. So how did those images come into your head when you were working with the director?
I had a whole I have this thing that for every song I write the video clip as well. So I had already this whole idea in my mind. Then we chose the director, and I shared the idea with them, and we created this
It's very
kind of,
hands-on.
Wow.
meeting
So
point
all of
between
that
two
stuff
ideas.
was directly his
But the
creative.
goal was to create this like very cinematic thing that included like the major steps of my life. And so again, as well as the song, it's like the visuals of why I'm doing what I'm doing, and what made me do what I'm doing, and what made me the person I'm today.
Wow.
One part of the video that really stood out to me was when you're laying down. There's a cameras and photographers like everywhere, and you're just kind of like, oh my gosh, I guess just take it all. And a lot of artists, even now, I mean, we hear Chappell Roan are battling with fame and fast fame. That's what happened to you guys and your group. So what do you think about the relationship that you have with paparazzi and with fans?
Paparazzi.
Yeah.
I don't have a good relationship with them, but no, in general, I think it's a very complex discussion, because of course we get so much love and so many opportunities from the people that follow us. And I think what would be very important to do is to bring everything back to a human level. And we, like, people have to remember that we are humans, but also we as so I hate this word, but like celebrities, we have to remember that we dealing with persons,
It's
with
true.
people. So as much as you do it with your friends, with your family, with your loved ones, it's up to you to set the boundaries. And every artist is different. There's people that actually enjoy being stopped on the streets because they love that type of interactions. They're more extroverted, they're more
Yeah.
outgoing, whatever. And there's other people that really have
Don't
a
like
hard
it.
time mixing their stage persona with their persona. Terrible choice of words, but like I think we should all just be open to just say what we think, say what we feel about it, and our fans, the one that love us, are gonna be more than willing to understand and to keep the boundaries. The other people, they're not your fans, so you don't have to be nice with them. You like, they're not your fans.
Yeah.
Who crosses the line is not your fan. Is,
Yeah.
I don't know. He's someone that
they're
aligns
invading
with
your
you,
boundaries,
and of
then-
course you always got to be respectful with everybody. But there's nothing wrong in telling someone, "Hey, this is not the right moment. I'm not in the mood. Thank you for asking, but no." If they don't ask, you're even allowed to be mean.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
That's my opinion. Yeah.
Because then you're not. You brought it back to the human level of it.
Hmm?
Like we're still humans, and
We're even. We're
Yeah.
even. So if you insult me, I'm gonna yell back.
yeah, yeah.
If you're
He's right.
kind to me, I'm gonna be kind to you.
Yeah.
It's you. We're humans. We're paired.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And seeing you perform that song now on Jimmy Fallon, The Tonight
that
Show.
That was
great.
cool.
Yeah.
Bro, that was huge.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
And it's such a big song to perform. Your voice, I mean, you get up there and like your raspy tone, and
It's hard.
when, yeah, I could tell.
Yeah.
But you just,
Thanks.
you are so professional. When you found out that you were going to be invited to perform your song on
That was big. That was big, big, big. Yeah. It's also, as an Italian artist, we always have Fallon as like the coolest thing from, like, you know, it's
So
like this,
lit.
He
this
is so
very
cool.
character,
Mhm.
this very cool late show. It's like it's a goal. I mean, and having
It's
it
a good
Yeah.
goal.
early and having him come personally and tell me like the song is amazing. Thank you for being here. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, thank you for having me here.
Aww.
So it was great. I had fun, and there's always a very beautiful environment there. So
Yeah, oh my gosh, it was such a great performance, and all the comments are just
We
like,
loved it.
he killed it, he slayed.
He did.
Everyone's showing you
Mhm.
so much love. How does that feel? You're getting
Yeah.
a lot of respect and love on your solo journey now.
yeah, no, I'm very happy about how it's going. I have to say, like, the feedback for now, it's been pretty amazing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And now I want to move on to what we're celebrating, Born with a Broken Heart.
Yeah.
My boss Mark played it for me in his office, and I was just like, this is fun off the bat. Like it's fun. It's a happy intro. It's uplifting, and it's also dealing with an interesting theme where you want to be enough for someone, but you know you're not, but you want them to take a chance on you anyways, and seeing if maybe they're down to fix you is a little toxic, but it's at the end it's like it's a
Damn.
love song.
It is a love song. It is definitely a love song. It's extremely romantic in my head. Yeah, it's a struggle.
right, the
It's a
new
struggle
music
that I
video,
think a lot
right?
of people go through. Sometimes things happen in a moment where you're not maybe ready to have them happen or to jump on that train, and you get very scared. What if I miss it? What if I am ready? What if I'm not actually ready? What if I'm wrong? What if a lot of what ifs. And I was starting my the one that today is my relationship, and of course today everything is beautiful and amazing, but at the time I was coming out from a very dark place. It's hard because I have to pretend she's not on my left.
Don't worry.
Oh, she's
She's
sitting
there.
right there, basically.
So I was coming out from a very dark place, and I was not really
So that was the black and white.
able to
No,
open
no.
another
She's
person.
talking about
place.
his
give
girlfriend.
trust to someone
No.
else because I was so scared of getting hurt. But at the same time,
The song was the black and white one, yeah.
It was so clear to me that if you just get your head right, this is the best thing that ever happened to you. And so when things are are a little scary to me, or I can't really make up my mind around it, I try to make them prettier so I can look at them. And so
Aw.
that's why the song came out, and that's why
Or
the video,
see?
it's like making this internal struggle a pretty thing and bringing it on stage and make it something fun and entertaining and uplifting, so I can really look at it and see what's going on. And thank God I did it.
Yeah, it did, because when you first hear the first opening, you're like, oh, this is fun, and then when you hear it, you're like, oh, this is rocky. Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about it.
But it's a cool balance. And when you're saying like you want to find the pretty way to say these things, that's exactly what you did.
We did,
I love
yeah.
the bridge, the riffy scale that you do.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I'm hating that now that I have to sing it live. I'm hating that.
it's
but-
really hard. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh no, it's just so fun.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, you don't hear that a lot right now.
Yeah.
And the poppy, I think it's like poppy rocky. What
Yeah.
this kind of genre of this song is, and then the end, like the octave leading out, that final chorus, like you hit that octave up, and it just kind of brings everything all
Pretty
together.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love modulations.
Yeah. How proud are you about this song that is
No,
also getting so much love?
I genuinely love this song. This was the song that kind of set the soul of the rest of the record. It was the first song.
That's
in
good to
this
know.
genre that I wrote, and I immediately related so much with, like, resonated so much with the song. And so, like, a couple of sessions later, we're all about, like, let's try to do that again, because I love that. And so, yeah, this like fast piano driven thing, it's something that it's very major in the record, and that's the song that made me realize it. And
Good.
also
I like that.
the theme and the melodies and the fact that it's like chest voice from start to bottom. It's like very mine. I don't know.
Wow.
It's very personal.
And now we are gonna put together the debut solo album coming out next year.
Yeah, next year.
You got to, period. It's coming out
Yeah.
no matter what.
Yeah, no. It's coming out next year. We have like some possible dates, but I have no idea.
Yeah, no, of
Yet.
course. How excited are you putting all this together and having your final, like your first piece of a whole compilation of work out?
No, it is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm very happy, and I'm glad that I wrote all the songs. So now my
Aw.
job is done.
Oh, you wrote them all?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so you're out, and then what about the order? Are we in there yet?
I'm trying different things.
I heard that's a hard one.
Yeah, I'm playing with the music app on the phone, trying to. For now, the best is the alphabetical, but
Okay. You gotta love that.
no, we're gonna change it.
Have your bandmates, have your siblings from MONESKIN heard and
They heard
been
some.
sharing?
They heard some of the stuff, and mixed reactions. of
Mixed
course.
reactions.
Oh.
I'm dead.
Of course.
We got some haters in the click. No, I'm kidding.
Really?
Yeah, so I mean, they have strong taste.
Okay,
You know?
I got you.
So.
Yeah, it's always interesting when you're in a group and just seeing from where you started with them and now what you're doing now. And
Yeah, we know each other since 10 years, so
Wow.
that thing where, oh my God, it's beautiful, like that's over. Like now, we're very
It's now
honest.
their
So
criticism
that's,
and
that's
then
what I expected. And
They are
too.
they are raw with him, huh?
Yeah.
I just have to say congratulations.
Thank you.
We are so proud of you and what you're doing now. I've actually seen you behind the scenes. I've seen you on red carpets. I've seen you backstage at events, and you and the team have always been so sweet to me and our team here at Z100 and iHeart. So congratulations on everything. I
Wow.
cannot wait for next year when the album drops, but we are still so in love with what you've given us now,
Thank
and
you.
cannot wait to see what the future holds.
Looking forward for it.
He's so
Damiano
humble.
David, thank you.
From the
Wow.
He's so handsome.
Empire State Building.
He's just so
Z100.
just humble and
Yeah.
handsome, and just beautiful to watch him.
It's really fun to get little glimpses behind the curtain at the creative process and the teaming and the collaboration that
Right.
it takes, and it's always fun to see that even these incredibly talented super stars, they work with others.
Right.
They collaborate. They need help. They have teams. Like, they're not they're not an island.
No.
Right? And it's very, because you sort of tend to think of them as, oh, that's his song, he wrote it, he did all these things.
Yeah.
But there's more than him that goes into
Yeah.
it. And it's always fun to get a little picture of that, especially when the collaborators are massive.
Yeah.
Right? And to hear that they are good to work with and
Right.
humble and those types of
Well, he
things is
wrote
also interesting.
All the songs. That's
Yeah,
pretty
and he
amazing.
also wrote all the songs.
That's a lot of
yeah,
pressure. Yeah.
It's a lot of writing, and it's interesting to learn that as well, because not every artist writes
Their
every
own
song
songs, yeah.
on their album.
Right.
So
he's so hands-on, involved in the music video. He has his pictures. He knows what to like. Just, it's incredible how
Yeah.
his mind works.
It certainly makes it so that the images and the lyrics are of a piece.
Right.
Right? They don't get out of sync with
Sync.
each other because
Absolutely.
it's all his creative vision.
And overall, I can't wait when he releases his whole entire album.
Yeah.
It's just,
Especially
that's our
since he
group,
says
too.
that it's all very much like Born with a Broken Heart,
yeah.
because that song slaps. And
Right.
it is very, very good. So if it's similar to that, I'm so on board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again for turning into our channel. Don't forget to give you love and support to Damiano David from MONESKIN. Thank you for your love and your support to our channel. Really, really appreciate you. Thank you for loving our channel, liking our videos to get the algorithm going. Share with your friends and family. Thank you for subscribing to our small, mighty channel to help us grow. Thank you again, and see you in the next video.